Welcome back, everyone. This is Bryan Vogt, your host of Ready, Set, Sold, and with me we have Kelly Etheridge. She is a rock star on our team. Kelly, how you doing?
Everybody, I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want to make sure you're still there with us. I know you started with us. Want to make sure you're still there.
Yeah.
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Basically, what we're going to be talking about this segment is lighting, and lighting is so crucial. I can't emphasize enough how much lighting is when you're going to sell your house, and making sure that you have the lighting on, and also making sure that you have as much natural light as possible. I think the best illustration I can have when we talk about staging is the fact of thinking if you were having a dinner party. And what would that look like? And would you make sure that every light that was on possible, maybe in your dining room cabinets, maybe in above lighting, your kitchen, below lighting, you would really want your house to be standing out in every room, every way, in every situation. And that's what you're really looking for when you're putting your house on the market. You're inviting guests over for a dinner party for you, kind of them to look at your house, fall in love with your house, and put an offer in. And when you have that lighting on, it makes a huge difference. And Kelly, I mean, I know that's a big factor for you. I've heard you talk about it too many times, that walking into a house that has no lights versus a house that has lighting and natural lighting in particular.
I have the perfect story. I had a home that I had some buyers that, they were interested in it, so we went to go look at it. And when we got there, every shade was pulled down, every light was off. It was like walking into a dark cave. So I quickly tried to turn on everything and open all the shades, but it was too late. The first impression had already happened. This home is dark, it's dingy, it's cave-like, it's not going to work. So we've looked at several homes, and I said, let's give this home one more try. It really is a nice home. I called the agent up ahead. I said, hey, make sure your sellers have turned on every light and pulled the shades up. Make sure that this house is all the lights are on. So when we got there, thank goodness she listened, and it showed so much better. And the buyers even said it feels so much bigger. It's so bright. I didn't notice this before. They gave it a chance this time, where before it was an instant shutdown no. So lighting
and I love what you said there too, Kelly, because one of the things that, we have that standard, but I can tell you that most agents, the situation is and they go with what most buyers say is next. So, it was great that you came in and made that phone call and said, hey, let's take a second look. But I can tell you that, good or bad, in our market area, most agents wouldn't do that. They would just move on to the next house. The buyers would move on, so they wouldn't have that second opportunity. So it's great that you did it. It's kind of one of our standards that we have for our team. But that's not normal, and that's important to recognize, because not only is it difficult, it just breaks the mood, because, again, you're trying to figure out where the lights are. Most agents haven't seen this house either, right? And so now you're trying to figure out what light goes with what, and it just doesn't have the same flow, does it?
No, because you're so busy trying to figure out which flip and this switch and this button, and you can't point out the granite countertops, the fixtures. You're too busy trying to figure out how to get the lights on.
Right. I mean, and like I said, and that's, I know we're laughing a little bit, but I don't think sellers sometimes understand that we really don't know where your lights are at, and we're fumbling around, and it just doesn't have that flow. It doesn't have that same energy when they can look at it, right away. One of the things that's a great idea is first impressions. You don't get a second chance for a first impression, and with real estate, that's huge. And you mentioned the natural light too, and how important that is not having shades pulled down. One tip that we recommend to our sellers is, look, when you know you're having a showing, go ahead and put the lights on and just let them leave them on. Again, creates another thing. You're turning everything off. The last look we want is the same look we want when the buyers first walk in your house, and that's the lighting, the natural lighting. And many times, and Kelly, you know this too, when they have interest in it and they're turning back, and many times they do, take one more look. We want to make sure it looks the same way when we came in as when we're leaving, and that way leaving the lights on as you take off is a great idea. Don't you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
So like I said, and lighting is so simple for the most part. You can put on timers if you need to. Sellers have done that. There's just so many easy ways, and it's such a big thing to make sure that you have. So we always want to make sure that we have that lighting in good working order. And you can talk to your agent if you have questions or concerns or whatever. That's always a good thing, too. You can rely on your agent as a valuable partner, too. With that said, we're going to be moving on to our next segment, and that's the 2 illusions that you must, and I do mean must, give to buyers when it comes to selling your house. Hey, you're listening to Ready, Set, Sold with your host, Bryan Vogt, and my team member, Kelly Etheridge. We will see you on the other side.